For print on demand, spotting trends is so important. If you're able to spot a trend and understand what people are organically purchasing more, that will help you launch your print on demand business or scale your print on demand momentum in your business to make sure that you are focusing on the trends that are hot now, working smarter, not harder. And so one of my favorite things to do on this channel is to walk through different trend reports, so the actual data-backed information about what is trending, and provide that information along with ideas on how we can kind of take this and translate this information to specifically work with print on demand. And that is exactly what I'm doing today. I am walking through a trend forecast for Faire, which is a platform where a bunch of merchants go to buy and sell their own products that are then purchased to be sold within different boutiques and pop-ups and store locations all over the place. So it's perfect for print on demand because this is where all of the movers and shakers, all of the small kind of trend makers and taste setters are going to find products to sell at their pop-up and at their boutique. And we all know that these kind of like kitschy, cute places are where all of the trends start to pick up because they always happen in these little niche pockets before they hit major retail. And so while I've done trend reports across Etsy and Pinterest, this is one that I'm very excited about because there's very close commercial ties to this. And the trends that we're seeing are ones that I've either spoken about before or surprised me to the point that we can really tie a lot of print on demand products to that. So without further ado, let's get into the Faire forecast. I will link this in the description below. It is accessible for you, and I'm constantly sleuthing the internet for what is hot and what is data backed that is hot so we can see ideas. Right off the bat, we can see that this is a really trendy graphic. There are brands in here that have taken the world by storm. So a couple of those are gonna be Graza. They basically rejuvenated the olive oil business. They didn't do much except for put it into a plastic bottle, but it took the world by storm, and now it is a product that is picked up and in a lot of boutiques and actually is in major retail. We can also see some of these other cool products like these beverages, which look pretty cool. We also have some book-oriented things. So let's go down to the report. So what's awesome about this is they didn't do 50 different trends. They kept it really concentrated to some of the top movers and shakers for 2026. And so the 4 of those trends are going to be well-read, Fanfare, More is More, and Witching Hour. So if we jump into the first trend, well-read, we're talking everything bookish, book lover, book club, all things about the literary niche. Now, this is one that I have highlighted in the middle of 2025 on my channel. This is one that I have personally seen and experienced blow up in the last year or so. There's this interest of consumers kind of getting off their phones and getting back to basics and hitting the books and doing that in a way that builds connection. There is nothing that builds escape and connection better than a good book, and people are doing that and they're socializing that by joining book clubs and talking about these books with their friends and their family, and that's causing a really big commercial surge in people wanting book-related items. Searches for literature are up 113%. Readers are rekindling their literary love affair by curating personal libraries, styling their shelves, and wearing their hearts over their shoulders. They've seen a 2,000% increase in book totes on Faire alone. And keep in mind, people are going to Faire to purchase products in bulk to sell at their store. So they're really only gonna purchase something if there is going to be sell-through because they have to pay for that up front. So a perfect example of why these are huge opportunities. There's also searches for bookish products up 25%. And searches for things like stationery, bookmarks, and leather journals are all up over 65%. People are searching for the fantasy genre, and that has climbed over 94%. And book-related activities are bringing new life to travel. Consumers are letting their books take them places as they embark on book retreats across the country to discover their bookish communities and discuss their favorite reads. These are things that people are traversing across locations to start to incorporate more of being a bookie, loving books, and incorporating that into their life and willing to travel for. So there's plenty of ways that this can fit into print on demand through a couple of different products. So today I'm partnering with Printify to show you some examples of how this can fit into your workflow. So we just learned that the book niche is huge. Obviously, we can think a little bit more specifically about mugs and journals and things that are associated with being at home and getting cozy. One other interesting part is that there was a big emphasis on book club totes. This is an area we can absolutely utilize all of these amazing products across Printify to dive into and design for our own audiences. So if you come over to Printify, we can see over a dozen options of different totes that range from being eco-conscious to being of different sizes. So there's plenty of things that would fit in this niche that you could then cross niche and make your own that still fit with this heavy momentum niche. The next category that we're talking about is Fanfare. And when we're talking about Fanfare, obviously sports are a huge category that people are always wanting to purchase items for and show their affinity for. But 2026 is a special year. Two big reasons why. In February, so just in a few weeks, the Winter Olympics are kicking off. This is always a time that only happens every 2 to 4 years where people are wanting to show their pride for their country, for the sports that maybe they're not able to celebrate as often as possible because a lot of these sports come out of the blue only every 4 years, if so. So it's a perfect opportunity to think about ways that you can incorporate the Olympics, not in a trademarked way, but different sports or different countries that are wanting to rep. In addition to the Winter Olympics that are happening in Milan, there is a huge event happening in June that is a global event that is going to take the world by storm, and that is the FIFA World Cup. Soccer, football is one of the most global sports out there, and it is going to take the world by storm. And once again, this is an opportunity to make a lot of money if you are focusing in on this international event that does not happen as often, that has never been as big as it is this year. What I found interesting about this trend is Faire is calling out a lot of snacks. I think that's super fun because people are once again wanting to get together and they're gonna wanna bring in different kind of like snacks and maybe international different types of flavors. But if we additionally think about the types of clothing and things that people are wanting to represent, they have seen that searches for rugby shirts have spiked over 110% and athleisure uploads have jumped 95%. Jerseys, tracksuits, scarves, and hats are all on the table in colors of the team and national flags to help root for the home team or even their favorite underdog. This is an area where you can launch so many different merch items associated with country colors to increase your sales and create this own niche that is going to be super seasonal for the upcoming summer. Often we like to launch products at least 3 months in advance of their peak season, and so it's the perfect time to think about how these products can fit into your mix. So if we scroll down to actually see some listings that are showing up in this trend, we're seeing different athleisure items, some of those snacks that we talked about, more of those kind of rugby athleisure outfits too, some great country pieces that represent a home country or a represented country for somebody. We also see things like socks and funny little kitschy things like when's halftime. These are going to be things where people that are maybe not that into sports are wanting to be a part of sports, but kind of want to make fun of it or just be a part of things without being a diehard fan. And so there's those opportunities for those funny moments too of when's halftime, what snacks are going to be there, things like that that you can make funny and perfect for print on demand, because once again with print on demand, we are only paying to ship something if somebody actually purchases it. So there are plenty of items that would fit this category that would allow people that are either representing sports or wanting to go to the sports parties to feel included with this trend. And so if you go over to Printify and you look at their athleisure wear section, you're gonna see all the different products that fit this mold, all the way down to Letterman jackets, high-end brands like Adidas that would allow you to include a range of pricing for your products. There's also things like simple embroidery dad hats. A little dad hat that says when's halftime would be hilarious, and somebody could purchase it in the color of the country that they're representing. Very interesting ways to get into this trend that are perfect for print on demand. The next trend is more, and we saw some of this popping up on the Pinterest trends too as we thought about the circus aesthetic and design matching and patching a bunch of different designs together. I think the last couple of years has been about the clean girl aesthetic and simple and simplistic. That has kind of switched on its head for 2026, and what we're actually seeing is that patterns, searches for plaid are up 349%, polka dots have climbed 545%, and there are more catalog uploads for products within the Paisley category than there have been in the past. So this is all signaling a return to ornamentation and flair and really being creative in what you bring into your home and what you wear on your body. This is all about self-expression, maximal colors, being a little bit funky, a little bit different, pattern play, all things that, again, with print on demand, we have the ability to match different colors together. We can create these crazy designs that have incorporations of different aesthetics across polka dots, paisley, stripes, whatever it may be, if we're seeing that those things are trending properly. I'm personally loving that zebra print is back on the table. I know that was in 10 years ago and now it's back. So very fun ways to start thinking about color in a different way. So these could be simple trends that you kind of change your styling with a little bit. Let's say you have a really strong top performer that has worked in your catalog and in your portfolio of products, but it's kind of died out in the last year or so. Try changing up the colors, make it a little bit more maximal. See if that can revive it, because potentially if it's a mother design or a grandma design, obviously those are still pertinent things that people are shopping for in terms of gifts. Having more of this design on what's in and making it a little bit more individual might just help your product stand out to what is trending at this moment. If we shop this trend, this is what we're talking about. Look at the amount of colors and textures and different fun graphics that are put into here. A lot of these are things that are going to be hard with print on demand, but if we're looking at things like drinkware or trays, these are all going to be design patterns that we can absolutely design ourselves, pull some ideas from Creative Fabrica, utilize platforms like Kittl and Canva to create these designs that include these bright colors and play on a lot of this. This category would work really well for the candle space too. A really bright label with a kitschy little saying is what my mind goes to in this instance. So this is a fun little pillow. Too much of a good thing is wonderful. This fun little tray is awesome. Thinking about ways that we can bring in different colors and textiles are going to be awesome. We've seen different things like the woven blanket on Printify sell really well. And this is another area where we can create our own designs, create our own color aesthetics, and then print it on a blanket or on a rug. Actually is available on Printify now too. So all of these are things that are going to be funky and fun and totally in for 2026. I'm also loving these kind of like bright graphic home elements and then a funny little saying that is kind of maximal too. It's kind of in your face. Please leave by 9. Like, that's a hilarious saying, and all things that we could do with print on demand across different types of products. The last trend for this guide is going to be witching hour. And when I think of witching hour, I think of like dark, a little bit mysterious. What it's actually talking about here is manifestation and kind of willing things into existence, maybe putting forth intention and things actually netting out the way that you want them to. When we take a look here, we have 163% lift in products to support manifestation. We're also seeing ritual aids up 40%, so people wanting to get back to self-wellness. Also spell casting items and even tarot cards are up, so actually pulling in more of that like witchy element. What I love about this is it also highlights astrology. So people are wanting to make that connection, and astrology is an area which is perfect for print on demand because there's always a new horoscope or new reasons to which things are happening at the pace that they are. And these are absolutely areas that with print on demand, we're going to be able to put those different types of sayings and designs on products that fit that specific person. It's also a way that we can kind of utilize AI to help us with different sayings and different trends and themes that are trending well, and kind of bringing together all these astrological types of combinations. Again, what's great about print on demand is you can create 100 different products and you're only going to pay if somebody actually buys one. So there are all these ways to make astrology speak to the specific person. So that could be combining their signs and also their angel numbers, things like that, that people are flocking to, and we're seeing an increase in listings and purchases across this platform. And in fact, they're sharing here that horoscope themed pieces are up 448%. So there's an insane increase in interest within this specific place. We're also seeing scents and candles and vibe stuff be really popular at this point. And kind of similar back to that book aesthetic that we were talking about earlier. Life is complex. People want rituals they can return to again and again. So they're carving out these places to be intentional about their life. And maybe that's journaling, maybe that's reading and lighting a candle and having that be their self-care moment. Trying to manifest things into existence is really popular, and it's going to continue to be popular in 2026. So we see here candles. This is an area where you can create something that is specific to a horoscope or manifesting a certain ritual or things like that. All types of candles are available on Printify across different sizes. They even have different methods of application of engraving versus printing. In addition to that, there are things like manifestation pads, tapestries. There's also things like mugs that have great designs on them. and even greeting cards that are all possible with print on demand, specifically with Printify. So if you have this insight that this is going to be a trend that continues, it's the perfect time to add more of these designs and these aesthetics, or maybe use cases. If you were on the fence about launching print on demand and you've been looking for an idea of different shops to kind of start, and you are personally interested in the manifestation side of the business, or more ritualistic and trying to get off phones and be more present, this is an area that might fit for you for launching in that print on demand business. And I always say that if you want to launch a print on demand business, if it is something that you have passion about and you're okay with learning and have it be something that you're excited about, you're going to have more longevity in the business, because print on demand is work. It can be passive, but it takes some time to get up to that level. I would absolutely love if you could hit that like and subscribe button, or drop a comment below of which trend you're most interested in. I post videos like this every week talking about different trends, hacks, tips, new things that you probably haven't seen other places on the print on demand world. So if that's interesting to you, I will catch you on the next one.